Here we go.
Everybody was quiet now, aren't they?
Says it's doing it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Debbie's got something.
Shelley. Michelle. Kelly.
Michelle.
She asked if, well, I traded with her. She's gonna be here next meeting
Okay.
as opposed to this one. She asked to be on an airplane at 6 a.m.
Oh, for which,
Colorado.
Oh,
oh, that's right. She told me she was going on vacation there.
my grandson has left Alaska. They're driving to Missouri now.
Wow.
You're online, just to let everyone know.
We're
live. You're live.
No more jokes. Certainly not gonna talk about Plum Jam.
You go to it. What is that?
He started in 1995.
That's what it says on that paper.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, right in front of me. Thank you.
You can't win, you know. I worked with him for a couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
Gordon Bennett, as on grievance board.
Oh, okay.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the town board meeting, the work meeting, or regular meeting rather, of August 11, 2025. If you please join me for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, thank you. Before we get started, we're going to do a moment of silence on behalf of Gordon Bennett. Gordon Bennett was a longtime assessor for the town of Baltimore. He started working for us in 1995 and left us in 2019. And he was admitted to membership in the Institute of Assessing Officers and awarded the designation of professional assessor in 2006. That is the highest rank any assessor can achieve at that time, and only 10% of assessors held that rank. So, in respect for Gordon and his passing, if you can give us a moment of silence. Thank you, everybody. Okay, so proceeding. Adoption of minutes, June 23, 2025, town board work meeting. I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay.
Motion made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Similarly, with July 28th, July 28, 2025, town board work meeting. I'll make a motion to approve those.
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. So I have public comment cards, one from Mr. Cremini. Please step up, sir.
Hi, my name is Nicola Cremeni. I own a house on 374 North Ridge Road. I've been trying to get the certificate of occupancy since 2001. I spent $50,000 to do everything that not the supervisor, the inspector wanted me to do. I hired a architecture firm. They went through in and out. They can find nothing wrong with the house. Everything to the code, New York code. This is my third signed contract recently, a couple weeks ago, that I'm losing the sale of the house. The third one. Signed contract with the lawyers and everything. I'm begging you, I wanna go on with my life. I'm begging you guys to grant me the certificate. There's nothing wrong with the house, nothing. $50,000 later, I'm still struggling to get the seal. I don't understand what it is. I was here 3 months ago tomorrow,
You remember here.
okay? But I received no email, not a phone call, not a text message. So that's why I drove 200 miles here, and now tonight, if I live here, I gotta drive another 200 miles away. I can go on with my life. I feel like I'm a prisoner here. It's 2001, and $50,000 later, and I can get the certificate. I don't understand. There's nothing wrong with the house.
Well, I know that it's in the hands of our building inspector, but
Right.
I'll tell you what I can do. I'm gonna be here tomorrow. I'm gonna give him a call,
Okay,
and I'll call you.
okay.
I really, I'm not an inspector myself, so I have no knowledge of what could be holding it up.
I've done everything you wrote down, everything you want me to do it, and I'll give you all the paperwork and everything. You got all the last time I was here,
Right,
I'll give you all the certificate, all the contract's name and everything. But it seems like every time I do that, he comes back to something else, and it's nothing wrong with the house.
yeah, and I'm not.
I
code
understand, I'm just begging you guys, it's a common sense. I just wanna go on with my life. I'm 74 years old, okay? I just wanna go on with my life. I just wanna sell the house.
enforcement. I'll call you myself.
Okay, can I have your telephone number, please?
Sure, why don't you come on over? I'll write down
Sure.
on the back of your card.
I don't know what else to do anymore. I just don't know.
Mr. Cremini, did you speak with the building inspector since you were here last time?
No. No,
All right, that's my cell phone.
I did. Okay, this is your cell phone now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I don't know what to do anymore. If I didn't do what you would tell me to do, I can understand that. I've done everything you want me to do. Everything. Every time we come up with a list, we went from A to Z, and we did everything. So I don't know what else to do. And should I go, get an attorney and let the attorney find it?
Let me
I
find
don't
out,
wanna do that.
what the status of your
Okay.
building permit applications are.
I would
So,
totally appreciate
And
it.
I'll give you a call.
I totally
And if
appreciate it.
there's something, I'll tell you that too. At least on-
Thank you for your time.
No problem.
Have a good night, guys.
Yeah,
Thank you so
thank you.
much. Thank you.
Okay, next card is Mr. Van Etten. We haven't heard from you in a long time.
Yes, Robin, about a month ago, Shelley had a meeting with the highway superintendent, and they're looking at doors.
Oh, the doors, yeah.
They definitely work, there's been damage over the years, and it happens, I've got large overhead doors and working on a job, I have a fair amount of experience with doors, We had a pretty good discussion about, what we thought should be done. And, we were told that didn't think you could get estimates and nobody was interested in doing it and parts weren't available, et cetera, et cetera. And, then all of a sudden we've got an estimate. Shelley had offered multiple times to, reach out, to meet with the people or whatever. nobody was called. And I looked at the estimate. This estimate is not at all what we discussed, you know, by any means. I think someone on board should have been there when this was done. And,
No, I
Really-
wasn't, I was told.
really think like I said, this is not what we discussed to make the doors operational and safe. So I don't have much confidence in this estimate, I just want to say that. Okay, thank you.
If I may make a comment?
Sure, please step up and do your comment.
I was asked, when Rob and Shelley were at the garage, yes, I was asked to get an estimate. And they suggested that I get an estimate from Matson Overhead Doors. So I called Matson Overhead Doors, they sent a person down, this guy came, he looked at the doors. I didn't have anything to do with it, he came, he looked at the doors, first thing he said was, why? These doors they're junk, they're over 25 years old.
Mhm.
They're falling apart.
I think everyone agrees they need to be replaced. At least I thought so.
Well,
Well,
no,
No,
that's not the case. They want to Kelly wants to piecemeal the doors with old parts and new parts to make them so they work. What's gonna happen, and it says in the estimate, is if they put new panels on the old doors, they're not gonna be an exact match. They'll get as close as they can, they're not gonna fit properly, they're probably not gonna seal properly. I honestly couldn't believe we were even thinking about trying to fix these doors. And that's from Matson Overhead Doors, who she asked me to contact.
I would have liked to have heard that, but we also, you said the other companies wouldn't even give you an estimate.
Not on,
So that's
not
why
on
we
repairs.
suggested that, because ours are also 25 years old and we've had them repaired, so, you know.
All right. So what are we gonna do?
The estimate that they gave us, actually, it only states one opener. The estimate that they gave us to repair or piecemeal the doors only includes one opener, and there was supposed to be two, which would increase the estimate by $1,575 for the two front doors, for openers for the two front doors.
Well, my
The
question is,
repair estimate.
these doors are damaged. They're damaged from being backed into, parts are missing and stuff. When we get the brand new doors, if something happens, are we gonna get a report on somebody backing into it or something
We
breaking?
had a report, I told this board when I hit the door, and I told this board, and they were aware of it.
More than once.
You weren't there, you know. The doors are 25 years old, that's all I can tell you, probably 26 years old. I honestly just can't see putting money into them, but that's not my decision to make.
So what do you wanna do here?
Well, we had discussed this, yeah, but we'll get to it after we do the resolutions.
Okay. All right, so we'll have more discussion on the grant, okay? Okay, so let's get to the resolution to authorize purchase of number 2 diesel fuel per Greene County Resolution 2223-25. So resolution 111, we had done this once already or approached it a meeting back. Whereas the Greene County Legislature advertised for number 2 diesel fuel and the 3 bids were received, open and publicly read, and the lowest responsible bidder, meeting all specifications, was determined. Resolved, the town board of the town of Baltimore hereby authorizes the purchase of number 2 diesel fuel from Bottini Fuel at the contract price offered by Greene County Resolution 222-25 from August 16, 2025 to August 16, 2026. So I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion, please.
Ellen, does this meet with,
Actually, it does not.
you brought up some
I
issues
spoke with
possibly.
Bottini about their winter blend fuel. The fuel that we currently get during the winter when it's really cold is a 60-40 blend. Bottini only offers an 80-20 blend, which could be an issue during extremely cold weather. I've been talking back and forth, working with my colleague at the town of Wyndham, and we had talked about possibly doing a bit of our own, where we could still get the 60-40 blend fuel in the winter. It's gonna take a little bit. What I did do was I called Main Care before the contract expires on the 15th. and they came and filled our diesel tank. So there's no chance of running out before switch over to somebody else. Which would buy us some time to figure out a contract of some sort.
What we'll have to do, and I discussed it earlier with folks, we'll have to bid this out separately with the specs as you provide. In the meantime, our current resolution expires on August 15th. So we're going to continue with this until we have the bid specifications and can bid it out.
Okay.
So that can happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's not.
You don't have to do it tomorrow,
Yeah. it's
but
not
we have
gonna
to have
be over a
something
while,
here
so
before our next meeting.
we have time.
Or else you don't have any fuel contract at all.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Okay. Any other discussion? Okay. All those in favor say aye?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Now it's resolution 223-25. Whereas the Greene County Legislature has advertised for bids for gasoline and 3 bids were received, open and publicly read, and the lowest responsible bidder meeting all specifications was determined. Resolved that the town board hereby authorizes the purchase of gasoline from Botini Fuel Oil at the contract price offered by Greene County Resolution 223-25 from August 16, 2025 to August 15, 2026. Once again, I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion made in second. Discussion here.
Gasoline, fine.
Gasoline is fine, aye.
Let me vote.
Yes,
Nothing
we jump in
preemptive
the gun
yet.
again.
Don't be such a rush. Okay, motion made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. So, let's move on to the discussion of CHPE grant. Shelley, you've been, Ms. Vanette, you've
Yes,
been,
what we've
working on
decided
this.
that we've got to give the money to the highway department, all of the grants, because they need the radios. And the garage doors are a hazard at this point, but because of the damage and the missing pieces, and I would like an incident report when other things happen in writing
Okay, so
going forward.
$30,000 is the grant.
Right.
And it seems to me it comes in around $20,000 for the radios. Is that right? There's a 17,000 and a
17,
smaller one.
And then if we wanted to pay, a year up front on a tower rental space, which would be $1,200, it would bring it from 17 to like 19.
Tower rent?
Yeah, the Southwest
I
Willow
can't.
Tower.
It's gotta come up.
Yeah, I guess so. I thought we, our tower was free of charge through the county.
No, different tower. This tower we know doesn't work, so we're not gonna put brand new equipment on a tower that doesn't work. The tower that we will be using is at the Southwest Willow Firehouse, and it is on the, they have agreed to lease us space for $100 a month. That's where all of our equipment will be,
Is that $100 a month per
$100
year?
a month,
Per year? Is it $1,200 a year?
per year, yeah,
Every year?
every year.
Also, we do.
Is this
need-
gonna end with that? Because I just want to reflect upon this, if you don't mind. And I know you are not the supervisor throughout the whole time frame that I'm gonna reflect upon. We had our tower on that property on School
Well,
Hill Road.
Mhm.
The company that owns the tower wanted $150 a month. But because the county was putting up a tower, I was informed that everybody's gonna get free stuff because the county's gonna let us put our antenna up there. And we said, okay. I remember having a meeting with, I believe you were here, as well as the fire department was here. So we did that, and there was a charge to move the antenna from the one to the other, and it was a few $1,000s. Do you recall?
2,700.
2,700, thank you. And then it was up and running. And now, shortly thereafter, the antenna, we have to buy radio equipment to boost the reception. And do we have to do something aside from on the antenna, or was it on the, in the radio, in the vehicles themselves?
I
Was
think
it?
it was a repeat, part of the repeater, new repeater maybe?
The repeater it was, yeah.
Okay, so we had a tower, 150. Then we had to move it, and it cost us $2,700. And then we had to buy equipment, and I don't recall the cost of that equipment either.
The repeater was about 15.
And so I'm just thinking this is never ending, because every couple of years, there's another. So is this gonna be, or are we gonna have more?
No, this should be it. The guy,
Get it in
Tom
writing.
Peter from River Valley Radio said that this would work 100%. The reason we failed over here is because we were misled. The county did the actual survey, they did all the paperwork, they did everything and said, yep, it'll work. But once it was up, it didn't work.
Well,
First of all, we lost a lot of elevation.
yes, I know. Yeah, I know there was another little issue with the antenna on School Hill. Do you remember that?
Yes.
What was the other issue?
Critters.
No,
Yeah, we had critters in there actually, we're eating the wires. That was an issue up there.
they didn't charge us anything
Oh,
whatsoever.
yeah, at the beginning, because we used to.
Because we
plow the-
provided plowing
Yes.
for their access road, and in return,
Way long time ago.
no, it wasn't that, Dennis was here. Okay, so
20 years.
in response to,
I'm not gonna-
yeah, but I haven't been here 20 years. In response to that, we were able to use that tower free of charge. And for reasons I don't know, we no longer plowed that driveway. So then they said, well, if you're not gonna plow it, then we're going to charge you. So we could have had this all for free and never had to move anything, but I guess, what's water under the bridge, I guess. It's just that I'm worried about what's the next one.
And the
So-
newest, all this new equipment is much more higher wattage, it's much better equipment. And from what Tom told me, he guarantees it will work.
And what about
Put
the
it in
fire
writing.
departments?
Yeah,
They're on the same, it'll work for them too. They work for both parties. It's the same, they're on the same frequency as us.
All right, just making sure they're not.
also, for the
And
grant,
we thought we were gonna have to pay for electric, but Greenville Fire Company has an outlet, we only need one outlet. So they have an outlet in there, so they said we can
Oh
hook
my
into their
God.
outlet, we don't have to put electricity.
Okay,
and we do need 3 bids for each thing, according to our procurement policy.
yeah, anything over 10.
Yeah, anything.
Yeah,
over 10.
Unless it's on state contract and all this
If
equipment.
it's, yeah, that's why I
What?
asked you that today.
What, is the doors on the same contract or just the 3?
No, we have 3, I already have 3 quotes.
For the
Oh,
doors?
fantastic.
Oh, I
Yeah.
haven't seen it, okay.
But if it's on a state contract, that's what I asked you that
Yes.
earlier today.
And I did send that over, I don't know if you saw it. There was a letter from River Valley Radio just saying that at the end of the month, there was gonna be a price increase. So,
That didn't have the state bid in it.
I didn't see
Number.
anything with the state contract.
number? All right,
Yeah, the number,
I'll give
yeah,
them a call
yeah.
tomorrow and get it.
That way, it's,
Can you fill out a purchase order with the state contract
Yeah.
bid on it like you was always?
yeah, do that, and we'll
Once
get
we
it
do
done.
that,
And then we just sign it, that's all it is. It doesn't have to be bid out, just
No.
get done.
Right, that's all. I
Right, for that, but the garage doors, we need 3.
Yeah, the garage doors, we need 3. You have 3?
I have 3, yeah.
Okay.
You can put that together too then.
Yeah, you want me to just put it
Is
together and
apples
email?
to apples?
I don't know.
Well, I don't know, I've
We
not
haven't
seen
seen
it.
it.
We'll have to review it, yeah. Ellie wants us to have it in writing from these radio people, because we have been promised in the past.
Yeah.
If you had gotten it in writing from the county in the beginning, we would be home free. But they didn't give anything in writing,
Overhead
ever.
door company,
County doesn't provide
Madsen,
warranties.
and CNR overhead door. CNR is the least expensive one.
Skylerville, good heavens. Oh, yeah, I did see this one.
Oh, do you want the repair estimate? I think I sent it over, but you can have this copy if you want to have another.
We're talking about replacing it, so I don't know if that's just a new point. Okay, so I have a $30,000 grant. Just make sure we're all on the same page. We're going to be spending close to $20,000 on the radios. The lowest quote I see here is, and this is not a bid awarding because we have to do some diligence on this, but just to speak of the lowest one, look for the bottom line on the center one. CR,
That was 14,000.
$16,049. Is that what you saw?
Yeah, there was a $14,000, I don't know if I brought that with me, but that was for a lower grade door. The R factor was only like a quarter of what it is on those doors.
Okay.
So then we're gonna be.
And then
over
this
the
one
grant.
is going to be, The overhead door company is, come on, 17. Okay. And this is 16 and that's 19. Okay. Well, obviously 20 plus 17, 16 in coins. It's $36,000.
I mean, if we want to not pay up a year ahead on the tower space rental and stick to the 17 and change for the doors and then just pay the $100 a month as we go, it's.
We're still over anyhow.
Yeah.
Instead of it costing us 37-ish, it'll cost us 35-ish, you know.
Right.
It's not, so, when we finalize all this, we'll have to have a resolution to use one of the reserve funds. I'm not sure which at this moment. I'm not sure which reserve fund we'll be applying to make a withdrawal from. We'll have to sort that out, but we'll have to have a resolution for that at our next meeting, and we'll do all the math on it. Okay.
Shall we order the radio equipment before the price goes up? That's for the doors you're talking about now.
Radio, yeah, fill out a PO, okay, because we don't need to do a resolution. We need to have a PO, because it also is already on a state contract, according to you. And, so, just need to do a PO. So I would suggest you, go forward with the radio.
I'll get the information.
And this
tomorrow.
stuff we can have for the next meeting, but again, we'll have to sort out, not just because we're gonna be in excess of the grant application.
Right.
So the reserve fund is where the money will be coming out of. And,
Reserve fund of the highway?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure which one there will be out.
Yeah, because we were wondering whether replacing the garage doors into the long-term investment in the town would be an appropriate general fund appropriation.
Well, we put money aside into our reserve funds for these kind of things.
Right.
And this year's got a tighter budget.
We had
timeline.
$50,000 in mold last time.
Yeah, $50,000 in mold abatement. That took a bite out of things. Nevertheless, so we can go forward with, and I think what we'll have to do is have a sit down, yourself and myself, and we'll formalize what bid we want. I mean, I kind of know already, but then of course, I don't want to say that I know the specifics of what each of them are.
Copies of that.
Yeah, sure. Everybody can have a copy of it. So in fact, maybe what we'll do is we'll scan them and send them
Yeah,
to
you can
everybody.
PDF them to us, and we can all look at them at our
Okay.
leisure.
All right, anything else? Oh, yes, of course.
Discussion of the CHP grant.
That's much of what we've been discussing.
I know, I understood the vocals here. My question is, according to you, we are only getting $20,000 grant,
30.
30, I don't care. Is that the total that this company is giving us?
Yes,
Why did we walk out holding our hands on our wherevers when this company has done more damage?
Time out. No. First answer is the 30,000 is for this grant. We have a pilot agreement.
Okay, that's
Upon-
what I want to know.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
Yeah,
Upon
this is a community
completion
grant.
of the project, which is estimated in 2027, we will be receiving $200,000 a year.
Okay.
209
Do you-
incremental
Do
increases
you
over
know,
30.
or is anyone on the board aware of how many changes since his initial going to this company that they have made? And only the way you would know it is if you read all the public notices in the Times Union, because they have not come here to tell you, oh, by the way, we're not gonna go on this road, we gotta go over a little bit over here. It's as if they don't give a rat's ass about the people whose property they are destroying.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, they're running wild.
And they're not done yet.
No.
Do you see what Barry Guptill's place looks like? That probably is not worth half of what it was before they came in. It's disgusting.
It would seem appropriate, since we're gonna be doing the pilot and all of that, that they would give us updates from time to time.
You would think so, especially whose property they are
Right.
butting up next to.
Yeah, we could ask for some public,
Thank you.
public.
Thank you. I won't bother you.
Thank you for that, Ellie. Nope, your points are well made.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go to, upcoming meetings, August 14th, planning board meeting at 7, August 25, town board work meeting at 7, September 11th, 2025, a senior picnic at Cecil Howell Park at noon. September 20, townwide yard sale at 9 a.m. October 4, mobile spay neuter clinic at Town Hall, pre-registration required at Janet Cash at
Cats only, no people.
townofbaltimore.org. Okay, then we get to resolution number 114.
I wanted to make a statement about something, and I don't know when. You want me to do that now or wait till after?
Oh, let me do the order of claims and I'll let you go forward, okay? Resolution 114, whereas, resolution to authorize supervisor to pay, audited claims, whereas the town clerk has presented claims to the town board for audit and review, and whereas the town board has audited claims 2025-08-01 to 2025-08-29. It is resolved that the supervisor is hereby authorized to pay claims 2025-08-01 to 2025-08-2009. Be it further resolved that the town clerk will prepare an abstract and hold it for public review until September 30, 2025. And I'll make that motion.
One second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
General, $6,899.97. Highway, $1,038.49. Sewer one, $217,198. Sewer two, $42.51. Street lighting one, $1,771.48. Street lighting two, $202.96. Total $227,056.39.
Thank you. Okay, Councilwoman Sotolano, please.
Thank you. I just want to make a statement because, we've been hearing a lot of incorrect information, being stated about the, Complete Streets project that we had the public meeting for. And so I just want to put out some more correct information, for people to hear. Some of the rumors we've heard are extreme inflation of what the cost would be. One statement being 160 million, one statement being 60 million. I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt is that at one point during the public meeting, there was mention of 16 million, which is also higher than, but I could see people maybe hearing 16 million and mishearing it. But either all of those figures are wrong. The original figures that were proposed by the engineers, that was if we were to do all of the work, which we've already discussed not doing it all, and at the highest level of requirements for the engineering that they have to meet, would have been about 7 million for the work, and about 30% addition would have made about 9 million. But however, as we said many times during the meeting, and thankfully to the comments of the public and the townspeople, we already had talked about many things to pull back on the work that would be done. And so the engineers have already done some of that revision, and they had said that it would make a significant reduction. We talked about not having the same, the length of the work to be done, not having the same width on the shoulders of the road. A lot of things were discussed to reduce that would, and again, at the suggestion of the townspeople, which is why the public meetings were held. We wanted to hear from them. So I just wanted to say that much. I also want to stress that our goal is that the project would be paid primarily from DOT. They had early conversations, told us 80%. they would pay for. And they also, at the meeting, the representative from DOT said that we are in a extremely very good position to get a grant, which is called a TAP grant, because our project fits it perfectly, and very few municipalities actually have been applying for that grant, so there's money available. By the way, DOT just got huge funding. They also have another alternative called the TIP grant, which actually puts the project on DOT program work. So it would even be probably less of an expense to us. So we're expecting and hoping that everything will be paid throughout by these grants and by DOT's contribution, given it's a state road and that they've acknowledged that there are areas of the road that are dangerous. I want to mention too that we had said at the meeting and have said repeatedly that there's no desire to do eminent domain. We're not trying to steal property from people to put in sidewalks, as has been said. And I also want to say that my interest in this project is just to make sure that we follow the steps of the project. We did the study to find out what the issues were in the area. We're moving forward with some suggestions of what could be done. We're listening to the public. My interest is just to make sure that those steps are followed, not to come to any particular conclusion. And what the decisions between the town's people and DOT come to is what we will do. And so I have no personal interest in how that will come. We will follow the steps and come to the conclusion that we all agree upon. So I just want to say that because, again, as I said, there's been a lot of misstatements out there, and we're trying very hard to do this project the way the towns and keep the townspeople fully informed and involved. Thank you.
I've never heard 160 million.
160 million.
I never heard 60 either.
And 62, yeah.
I've
Yeah.
heard both.
I heard,
I have
I
not.
heard 3 million.
I was told by DOH,
We like yours better.
Yeah.
I was told by DOT, 16. They did say that.
Yeah.
That came from DOT.
But that was a while back, and as I said, it's already going down from what, which was originally 4.5 million.
Get started and.
Yeah, it's true, and I just
But
wanted out
Once
there.
again, that 16
information
was
was
for the
rampant.
full bore project. It wasn't
Right,
any scaled down consideration.
exactly, and I want that to be,
So in essence, the final dollar figure is yet to be.
absolutely.
It's not 160 million, and it's
No,
not
it's not. If
60
it's
million.
160, we ought to have a 2-lane highway. All right,
How many times is that the size of our town budget?
yeah, that's only 100 times the size of our town budget.
Yeah.
No,
Okay,
So thank you.
what's going on?
The alarm is going off.
Okay, so the last thing left on the agenda is adjournment. I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
Motion made. Do I have a second? Motion made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.